Hello, magical butterfly. Welcome to the transition method. This method I created for my full moon in Sagittarius healing energy session that I hosted on Zoom on June 3rd, 2023. The energy for that full moon was transition, so I created this method on how to transition into the next chapter. So this video is going to be a collective based video where I'm going to tune into the energy of the collective, going through each step of the transition method, explaining it, and pulling cards for each step. The transition method will be something that I'm going to incorporate in all of my collective readings, things I post online. It's going to be a service that I offer, so if you like this and you're interested in having this transition method done specifically for you, go to my website, ButterflyIntuition.com. There will be a separate page for the transition method explaining what it is and then how you can purchase it. So, I want you to just sit back, relax, close your eyes if you feel guided to, and just allow the messages to come forth as they may, and just take what speaks directly to your soul. Okay, the first step in the transition method is my next chapter. So what is your next chapter? You have healed. You have closed out cycles. You are ready for a fresh new beginning. But the problem that everybody seems to encounter is, what's next? Where do I go? How do I get there? Because even the most healed people will still be pulled back by the old. The old is always going to pull you back because it's familiar. It's your comfort zone. So being able to say, hey, you know what? The old just doesn't serve me anymore. Whether the old is people, situations, thoughts, patterns, processes, behaviors, whatever it is, whatever you know is not going to be part of your next chapter. This is where you have to start aligning and visualizing your next chapter. So the first step is to ask yourself, who am I? So who are you? You start with the basics. My name, like for example, my name is Christina. I am a psychic medium, an energy channeler, twin flame coach, ascension coach, and Reiki master. And then you establish who you are as a person, your title. You can say I'm a divine feminine. I'm a sales representative for this company. Whatever your job is, just to define who you are. Your job and your life purpose and what you do for a living is part of who you are. You can say I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a sister, I'm a brother, I'm a husband, I'm a wife, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a boyfriend. I'm a child of, and you name your parents. However you want to word it. There's no wrong way to do this. Then you start talking about your talents and your skills. You start talking about the things that you contribute to day-to-day life, in your professional life, your personal life. Just your talents, what you do, is it music, is it art, is it computers, is it tech, is it sports? Is it writing? Whatever it is. You then incorporate what you see for your next chapter. What you feel is your next chapter. Your next chapter is really whatever you start creating, whatever you start writing with that pen you have in your hand. And what comes out of that pen is through your focus and attention and your action steps. So your next chapter the best way to know is to connect with spirit. asking Spirit, what am I here to do? Maybe you know what your life purpose is. Maybe you have an idea of what your life purpose is, but you just need a little bit more verification, more clarification. Connecting with Spirit, doing a meditation, connecting to your spirit team, your higher self, is really going to bring in that clarity to you, because your new chapter is going to turn over a new leaf, because the leaves show me harvesting, manifesting. So you want to manifest something that is aligned to you now. What is you now, not what you were in the past, because most likely what you were in the past is not something you want to bring with you in the future, because you are a brand new person. You have shedded your skin. You are now in a beautiful new beginning. So this is where you need to come back to earth to really establish what your next chapter is. You can go to the 5D, to meditative state, to connect to your spirit team, your higher self, but then you have to come back. You have to come back. And remember, to bring in your next chapter, like attracts like. So you have to make sure you are in alignment with what is a vibrational match for you and what you want. So you can't go back to the old fear, the old doubt. You have to really just tell yourself in the next chapter, I'm not going to let fear get the best of me. I'm not going to let my emotions get the best of me. I'm not going to let my ego get the best of me. You have to incorporate confidence, intuitiveness, passion, and trust, and being patient with yourself, and talking to yourself very lovingly as you do this. And your next chapter is you being unapologetically yourself. You have to be your true self. You have to be who you are. Who you are on the inside, who you see yourself being on the outside. Maybe you envision yourself doing this or saying this, but you don't do it. Now it's time to do it. That's part of your new chapter. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So you have to be the change that you seek, and you have to embrace the new you. Because when you respect yourself, you are respected. You get it back. It comes back to you tenfold. That's how karma works. And focus on success and abundance in all areas of life. And accept the truth. Accept the truth about who you are, what your next phase, what your next step of the journey is, and speak your truth openly, lovingly, and respectfully. Okay, so the next step is how the old helped you find yourself. So how did the old you, the old ways, the old behaviors, the old people, the old lessons, how did they help you find yourself? Because you can't forget about how far you've come, what you've overcome, who has hurt you, what has hurt you. You have to see what happened to you in the past, whether it be a little traumatic or really traumatic or a little bit of in between, how it helped you find yourself. So let's just pull some cards just to see how the old shadow side, dark night of the soul, healing journey, adventure, healing the heart, opening the heart, getting over fear, how this all helped you find yourself to where you are now. Okay, so we have sellout. So it helped you see that maybe you followed a path that wasn't right for you. And I got a little nudge on my chair, so my spirit guides want me to say this very gently. Maybe you went down a path that you regret going down. You could have hurt people, hurt yourself. I'm really just feeling this is more aligned to maybe addiction in some way, like drinking, doing drugs, partying, being in that low vibrational energy of a bar all the time. So your old self helped you heal that by seeing you're not a sellout because you found yourself. It's like the song Amazing Grace. I was lost, but now I'm found. And the irresponsible choices that you possibly have made in the past towards past love partners, you have learned these. You have come full circle. And you are now understanding how easy it was to overcome this. So there's a heavy energy that is around me at this time. So I feel if you are still having this regret and it's consuming you, you have to stop projecting it. So this heavy energy that's being projected towards me right now, I'm going to send it back to the person, saying, I send it back to you with love and light, and may you find a way to disintegrate it on your own. Because you became aware of how your energy go towards other people. And I feel that the heavy energy I was just experiencing was a reminder that when we focus on someone who has hurt us, even if we don't say a word, our energy speaks volumes. You have overcome doubt. You have let go of the unstable energy of the emotions by feeling them and healing them. And now you go with the flow. And you now trust the warning signs. So the warning signs is your intuitive instincts. You bring in the energy of trusting your intuition. And really what your intuition is telling you, you don't ignore the red flags anymore. You see them, you acknowledge them, and you take action accordingly, intuitively. So the old helped you find yourself. The old helped you embrace this new chapter, because the next step is embrace the new you. So you have to embrace the new you in order for the new you to take shape, to take form. So how can you embrace the new you? You embrace the new you by being unapologetically yourself, by loving yourself, by making intuitive based decisions, by not allowing the fear and doubt of the past to overwhelm you. First, you connect to your throat chakra and you speak your truth. You always speak your truth, but you do it from the heart. And you speak your truth by completely opening up to what it is that is around you. And by speaking your truth, you speak it into existence and you plant the seeds and you watch them grow. But you don't stare at them. You watch them grow by giving them light, giving them water, giving them the attention when you feel guided to, because you have released the past that made you overly focus on what was lost, what you couldn't control. And what that does for you now is it helps you heal. It helps you fly high. It helps you connect to Archangel Raphael, who shows you through the solar plexus chakra that the answers that you seek are within you. That you have the ability to know that the lessons that you learned taught you the knowledge to grow. And you embracing the new you embraces the divine wisdom. It embraces the powerful shifts that happened. It keeps you from being distracted by the distractions, because you free yourself by going through a transformation and embodying the energy of unconditional love. Embracing the new you helps you ask for what you want by using the law of attraction. Ask, believe, and receive. And you stay true to yourself by remembering whatever is meant for you will never pass you by, because you believe it can be yours, and because you believe it is yours. And then as you embrace the new you, the old is going to call you. So when the old calls you back, remember, walking away from the old is good for the soul. So when you walk away from the old, knowing that it's good for the soul, this is what you walk away from. Because you don't want to go backwards. You don't want to go back in time. You want to be able to go forward. By going forward, you walk away from being closed-minded, from being unable to change, from being fearful, from getting into the energy of codependency, which brings in doubt. It blocks your throat chakra so you can't speak. Your energy becomes low vibration. And the energy that you project is low vibrational. You get in your ego, which means you are unable to admit when you're wrong. You block your solar plexus chakra. And then you also allow your ego to bully yourself. And then you bully other people with your energy. The codependency will lead you to social media stalking, where you're constantly looking at your person, trying to gain insight on them. This causes a bad temper and fear and a flare-up, and it makes you feel alone. It helps you be unable to heal family patterns and unable to forgive yourself, your person, and anyone else who has hurt you. So when any of the old calls you back, you just tell yourself that walking away from the old is good for the soul. So just remember to feel your feelings. The old is going to come in, the negative feelings are going to come in, but it's up to you to be able to let it go. And the final step in the transition method is, what's next for you? And the easy answer is anything that you want, because you are the creator of your reality. You're the manifester. You're the author of your story. But sometimes it's really hard to really get into that energy to manifest what you want. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for this. I'm going to do a little past, present, and future tarot to get what's next for you. So we'll start with the past, the old that you have shed. You have shed the Page of Wands, which is limited thinking. Limited thinking that kept your confidence level small, your passion level small, and taking leadership of your life small. Now that you have shed that, your present energy, which is your next chapter, is the 8 of Swords. You unbound yourself from this fear. You have freed yourself from this fear. And now, moving forward, you are the King of Cups. You have mastered your emotions. You are in your light. You are out of the stalemate and indecision. And you are ready to make decisions. So what is next for you? That will be different for everybody watching this video. That's why I encourage, if you feel guided to get your own transition method from me. I can do it based on what you want to transition into, what you're moving towards, what you're healing from. It is going to be different from everyone, but making decisions, intuitive-based decisions, will help you transition and embrace the new you. I do hope this video has brought you clarity and guidance. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Make sure that you hit the bell notification so you can be notified when new content is posted on my channel. All of the information on how to book with me, get your own transition method, as well as all of my other services and how you can connect with me outside of YouTube, are in the description box below. Have a beautiful rest of your day, night, or afternoon. Love and light to you.